Okay, so back on the Les Paul. As in a previous video explaining, I use acetone to install binding on new guitars, but this, I had to order this from StewMack, and it actually has, acetone will melt the plastic into the wood, then evaporate. This actually has substance to it that I'm hoping, any kind of, because it's old, it's from the 70s, it was in a flood, and any imperfections in the wood, I'm hoping that this will bind it. And this was lost in the mail. It's taken a long time to get here. That's the dog walking around. So this has been clamped for days and days, well over a week. So I'm gonna see, and I've been, with the heat gun and heat shields, heating it up, unclamping it, heating it, reclamping it, heating it some more. And I'm gonna run this. It's like a blow dryer. It's kind of loud, but let's unclamp it. See what happens. And we still have this gap over here, and I have to pull it in this direction, so I'll have to take and make a notch here, and then another block, I'll cut that off, another block of wood with that diameter, and clamp it on this angle and try to pull that in. But anyways, let's see what, yeah, see, that opens right back up. And this stuff it's like iron. Yep, that opens right back up. But, and it's unglued all the way back over to here, if I remember correct. Yeah, that opens right up. So we have to get it all the way on the back side and underneath, all the way around. And you have to work really, really fast and reclamp it at that specific angle to kind of pull it around from these two points and pull that snug as you're clamping this. And this has been working out pretty good. It's a nice solid chunk of heavy oak. But all right, I'm gonna do that now. Oh boy, instead of a hayride, you gotta act fast. Do it all in one shot. This edge and the under edge, it kept wanting to lift in here, so I had to clamp it down and scrambling for little blocks of wood. But I'm gonna take the phone out of the clip, and it makes for a mess to have to clean up. There's squeeze out all over the place, little drips, but that's good. That means it's doing what it's supposed to do. And this board clamped, kind of canted on an angle, so it isn't sandwiched up against the body. So when I take this down, it doesn't rip any of the finish off the underside. And should really leave that overnight. And I did put some acetone down in there and actually saw that gap close right up. But it's a mess, but it's got to get worse before it gets better. All right, I'll videotape the unclamping and see what kind of mess we have.